Hello guys, I'm Steve. Welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to another video. If it's your first time stopping by the channel, hit that subscribe button. Trust me, you won't regret it. If you're a returning subscriber, as always, guys, welcome back, and I do appreciate the support. Guys, listen, you know what today is? Friday. You know what that means? It's the Friday night live stream story time with Stock Market Steve. I can never say that right. But anyway, it'll be on tonight, 7 o'clock Central Standard Time. Those who know, I know you'll be there. And those who haven't had a chance to watch the lives, trust me, you will have the time of your life. So I invite everybody to be there, especially if you're a new subscriber, new to the channel. Let me know if it's your first live. I'll give you your shout out. But check it out, guys. I've been reporting on the Hannah Payne situation, and today she was sentenced. Now, a couple of days ago, she was found guilty on all charges, and today was her sentencing day. I watched it in its entirety, and I'll just play the part where the judge came out and read her sentence, and you can see her reactions for yourself in live time. Take a look.
Okay, this court has sat through the trial, has heard arguments of defense and the state, has listened to the witnesses today, and after considering all of those things, the court will impose sentence as follows. Please stand, Ms. Payne. With respect to count 1, malice murder, the court will impose a sentence of life with a possibility of parole. With respect to count 2, felony murder, that will merge into count 1 and is dismissed as a matter of law. With respect to count 3, aggravated assault, that merges into counts 1 and 2. With respect to count 4, felony murder, that merges into count 1 and it is dismissed as a matter of law. With respect to count 5, the false imprisonment verdict, the court imposes a sentence of 8 years consecutive. With respect to count 6, possession of a firearm during the commission of a felony, the court imposes a sentence of 5 years that will run consecutive to the underlying sentence. Count 7 and 8 will merge into count 6. So the court's total sentence is life with the possibility of parole plus 8 years consecutive on the false imprisonment and 5 years consecutive on the possession of firearm during the commission of a felony. And that is the court's sentence. So I'll remand you again, Ms. Payne, into the custody of the Sheriff's Department.
Hey guys, that's the verdict was read, and that was the sentencing today. And she was sentenced basically to life with the possibility of parole plus 13 years. I think it was 8 years for the false imprisonment. And then was it 8 years for the false imprisonment? No. 3 years for the false imprisonment and 5 years for the gun charge. Something like that. You guys just seen it. I seen it 2 hours ago. But anyway, it came out to 13 years. She got to run consecutively with her life. So I guess basically she got to do 13 years plus whatever the life sentence it is. Now, the prosecutor asked for life without the possibility of parole. Now, it was up to the judge. The judge went back and went in their chambers and talked for a little while. And she came back. I mean, she went in there, I guess, to think about it. She came back and She gave her life with parole. Now, I think she gave her life with parole because with where she's at, she wouldn't see parole probably till she was in the 20s anyway, like the 20-year mark or whatever. She still got to do the 8 years. You see what I'm saying? So it'd probably be like 28 years, almost 30 years when she get out anyway, if she got a chance. But in the story, I think the lady knew she did something bad, but she did something messed up. But I think when the people were speaking in her defense, a lot of people came out. She had a lot of character witnesses, and they came out and they spoke, and they said some good things about her. And I think it warned the judge. Now, my honest assessment of this girl, I'll keep to myself. But I mean, she did something bad, and if the family like it as justice, I love it. Now, I'm going to switch a little bit. She's doing all of this crying in court and all of that, right? And rightly so. Your life is basically over to an extent. But there's one thing I'm going to talk about with you guys, being that this whole thing is over now. It's an awakening point you go through when you're in prison. And everybody goes through this. It's like an awakening point. Okay, like you're in here and like you're here. I've seen it a lot of times in people that are in jail. You're in there, you get convicted of a crime, you know you're going to prison. It could be any type of thing. Of course, jail is basically an emotional roller coaster. Some people hearing they're going to get out, they're trying to live vicariously through the cases of other people, trying to give themselves hope. It's a bunch of emotional turmoil. And what you'll see is a lot of times you'll see inmates have nervous breakdowns, but they're somewhat silent. Guys are laying in the bed all day. You know, some inmates will cry. They don't want you to see them. They go in the room and sob and all this other stuff because it's a reality point where like they've broken into where, okay, I'm not going nowhere for a long time. This is my life. And then you get that, how did it ever come to this scenario on you once you come down off of, you know, being there for a while and then knowing that you're not going nowhere. A lot of times this type of stuff happens, guys. I want you to hear me. When you make friends with people in prison or in jail and you see them leave off and go to another institution, or you see them get sentenced and move on and you're still there. Now she's sentenced already. She's a high profile inmate. She'll be by herself. A lot of time to yourself, a lot of thinking, a lot of pondering, a lot of reflection. That's what she need to be worrying about. That breaking point. That point of just, okay, I blew it. It hasn't hit her yet. I guarantee you it hasn't hit her yet because she hasn't been in that incarcerated environment where nobody sleeps. It's always violence, always craziness. People won't leave you alone. You're out of your comfort zone. That's what she has to worry about. That's the time a lot of people want to try to commit the S word, take their own life. She's in store for a hell of an awakening. In prison, you have to put a mask on. Prison's a different world. You got to be somebody that you're not or that you didn't think you could be just to survive. They painted her as a nice girl, helpful, all this other stuff. When she get in there, I think she'll adapt. Just watching her and the way she moved and, you know, the stuff, she fearful and stuff, she'll adapt. Do I think she'll be in there the rest of her life? No, I won't. No, she won't. And I mean, I'm just being honest from being in there and seeing, you know, from the way she come off with her character and stuff, regardless of what she did on the stand and stuff, just her nature, the way her eye, I don't want to get in that. I think she'll make parole. She'll wind up making parole 20 something, 28, 33 years, something. She'll be out. But I'm going to tell you something. When I said you go through an awakening in there, this is another thing that she'll go through by the time she does come out. So sometimes being in jail that long, she'll be in jail longer than she is an adult out, and she had freedom so far in her existence. I want you guys to understand that. Once she gets out, you see how old her mother and father look? Her siblings will look like them. They will have children already. Their children will be older. By the time she get out, yeah, it is your family, but so much time in life then passed you by that even though you're around family, it's like you're around strangers, because you missed the timeline of the happiness and experience and history of those around you enjoying life while you were fighting for yours. I just wanted to mention that. A lot of people will probably be saying, hey, is life without parole should have been better, this and that. Well, things are what they are. Like I said, the family feel as though they got justice. They like it. I love it. But before I leave out of here, I'm gonna share with you guys something amazing that happened to me today. I'm watching this trial, and I'm going up a regular main road out here in Houston, South Gessner. As I'm going up South Gessner, I stop at a stoplight. Now, you know, when you're at a stoplight, you have that one lane that you can get in the turn and then go across traffic. Somebody pulled up. There's a homeless guy walking across the street on a bike, like just walking with the bike. Person that was wasn't paying attention was on the phone and hit the bike, and it knocked the guy on the ground. The person thought they hit the person while he was on the bike. The guy jumps up, hey, what the H? You know, and goes to grab the seat because the seat fell off. When he goes to pick the seat up, the person panics and runs into the bike, smashes the bike down, knocks the man down again, and takes off down the road. A car behind me takes off after the car. I guess a good Samaritan, because he seen him knock the guy on the ground. And I said, man, that's strange how I'm watching this trial and somebody just left to do what Hannah Payne did, follow somebody and get their plate. And when they turned the corner, I could see the guy on the phone, holding the phone, trying to go and catch the guy. That's crazy. I'm Stock Market Steve for the Dynamic Reason channel. As always, like, comment, share, and subscribe. Sometimes when people do stuff, it's easy for us. I mean, that was an awakening. That story I just told you was an awakening for me. Like, sometimes we got to really look at things for what they are. Anything can happen at any given time. Our reactions are what our reactions are. She just overreacted. I'll see you in the next video. Take care.